Hi, this is Andrew from the Hemispheric Views podcast. You'll have heard me talking in episode 36 about my latest dalliance with DevonJimbo and DevonThink and so on, as I continue my quest to find the perfect app to use for storing stuff where that app isn't the Finder, because I don't see that as an appropriate or reliable solution for what I'm trying to do. So I want to talk to you here about DevonJimbo. You'll heard me talking about it as I played around with it. Didn't really love DevonJimbo because as cute as it looks, it's showing its age, hasn't really seen a whole heap of development in a number of years. Its iPad support is pretty flaky. It has a little companion app, but it's really just a direct sync of what's on your Mac. So it's not ideal for capturing things from iOS to get into your shoebox. So DevonJimbo, here we are. It looks nice. You can put stuff in it. You'll see I've tried it, but I'm not going to stick with it. That was my resolution in episode 36 of Hemispheric Views. But I did find an alternative solution, and that was going back to my tried and true DevonThink. That's right. Here it is, DevonThink. Open it up a little bit more so we can see what's going on here. DevonThink looks busy, but it doesn't have to be that confusing. You'll see that it has an inbox. I can get anything into this inbox from anywhere. It has Finder hooks, so you can save something into a Finder folder and it will pop up in the inbox. Similarly, in iOS, you can save it through the Files app and send it to this file inbox. What we have also is a date. So that's something that DevonThink can do. You can add in a little date and it'll work nicely in there. That helps you know what's going on. You see messages popping up here because, I'm new to this screencasting thing. That's Martin Feld giving me a hard time about recording this thing. There you go. I'm not going to edit that out. That can stay. See, we work together as a podcast team. So yeah, put your dates in your file name because you can't ever really trust the modifier to create dates. They may change. So I like to have a date in the file name, and that is something that DevonThink can do on import. Anyway, that's besides the point. So you'll see here I have a database open. That database is called DevonJimbo. Within that, I've created the famous DevonJimbo. What's that? It's really just a folder to remind me to use it as DevonJimbo. You'll also see here I have DevonJimbo because DevonThink has the ability to import all of DevonJimbo's data. Did I say that right? Yeah, DevonThink's bringing in all of DevonJimbo's data with tags and all that kind of stuff straight in. It has that capacity to do that. And you'll see my 27 items shows that I have demoed that or trialed that already. But in my DevonJimbo, I'm just using that as a drop area. So here in my inbox, I've saved stuff. I've got this little article here about Mark Andreessen, advice for struggling startups. Old article, 2016. Saved as a link. There's a link to the original. It's in Markdown format and it renders nicely here. So that's all lovely. What I can actually do now is just say, look, I don't really know where to put that. I don't want to put it in a Finder folder with like 17 layers of depth to it. I just want to shove it somewhere. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, there's multiple ways of doing this, but I am just going to click it, drag it, and drop it into my DevonJimbo. Done. Now later on, I can go, I read an article about Andreessen. Do we have that there? Oh, look, I've typed Andrees, and here's my article. Lovely. It's in my DevonJimbo database. Here's where it's found it. Bam-o. Do you know what's even better about DevonThink? Is theoretically you can use this little side panel thing and find other related objects. Now in my DevonThink database, I've got nothing that relates closely to this, so I get no results. But that may be the case. DevonJimbo, I think, is the solution for me. As much as I try and push away from DevonThink, it keeps pulling me back. I can get stuff into it from iOS. I can get stuff into it from macOS. I like it. So that's where I sit at the moment. The one thing it hasn't got me convinced on is the DevonThink to Go app. I think that still needs work. I did have it. I deleted it. The sync was still not wonderful. So I'm using iOS primarily as a method to shove stuff into my DevonJimbo rather than look at it later. But that's okay. I can live with that. So yeah, there you go. If you want to hear more of these ramblings and other things, listen to Hemispheric Views podcast. It is really a great show. I would say that, but I encourage you to give it a try. Anyway, thanks for watching this video on Hemispheric Views YouTube. Hemispheric Views?